Because God will forgive you for not giving tithe, but you're going to reap the harvest of stealing.
This lady, but I can come down that way if I.
Now, you can come here, and I have a hot tent that's sponsored for you, but no drugs, no alcohol, none of that, and I'm willing to help you up when you need it, and I'll help you up. And, when I saw you out on the streets and beat up, I wanted you to come in then, but if you're ready to come in and get help, I'm ready to help you.
Well, the only thing is I have to be at the courthouse at 9 o'clock in the morning because of the restraining order.
Yeah, I can take you and stand by your side, Candy. If you need that help and you need to stay away from that man that beat you, I've been beat too, and you need to stay away from him.
Jailed, but I've been up there 3 times, but I can't get a judge. And if I get a magistrate, I still have to go back the next day.
Okay.
So I have to go in front of a judge, and the only way to do that is to be there early in the morning.
Okay, so I'm here in this campground. I'm staying in the motorhome here. I can get you to court. I was just at the courthouse yesterday. They called me yesterday to come get another guy that was at the courthouse that was homeless. So I can take you to court, and I can stand there beside you. Only if you want that helping hand up. That's what I'm here for.
So, what
do you have a ride to get here?
Where is it?
I'm in Golden Valley. It's got a Kaiser address, but I'm in Golden Valley. Up above Becky's store, the old country store there.
I don't have a way to get there.
Well, where are you? I'll come get you.
I'm, let's see, off of Broadway.
Okay, right out from the old place there on Broadway, the old store there, where I saw you the other day.
No, not that far yet.
You walking? Are you walking?
No, I'm on my bike.
You're on your bike?
Yeah, I had to take some help from lady.
You got a knife on you? Do you have a knife?
No. Somebody's with me right now, though. I'm all right
Okay.
now.
Okay. Your phone's cutting out, Candy?
Okay.
I can hear you now. Hey, stand still for a second. Can you stop?
Where I was staying.
Uh-huh.
It's not safe.
It's not healthy for you.
No, and this lady let me stay with her for a couple nights, stays over in the projects.
Uh-huh.
And so she can't just let me stay there.
No, because, when you're in a project, you can only have 3 people visit you a month there, because I transition people from the hot tents into those apartments. So, so if you want me to come get you, I'll come get you right now. Or you going to come in after court, or what's your plans? I'd like to come get you right now so you won't be out in the streets, but I can't help you unless you want to help yourself.
I know. What I had thought about doing was, since all my stuff is here, was asking her if I could stay one more night and just go on with you from court.
So you want me to be there for you at court?
Yeah. Or I need to make sure I got a ride to court.
I got you.
This is just.
I know. So, but I can't get you to court unless you're in my presence. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're, I don't know where this girl lives, or I don't know anything about that. And the only way I can get you to court is if you're right here in front of me, and I can get up and we can go to court together, and us stand together and move you forward instead of where you're at.
Oh yeah, because this is just too much. Where I was staying, like I said, it's just not safe.
When you say safe, are you being hurt, or do I need to call the law now for you, or anything?
No, it's just somebody makes me very, very uncomfortable there, and I had rather be on the street than be there.
So so do you want me to come get you now?
Well, I'm not done helping this woman. I'm carrying some stuff for her.
Okay.
Can you do it so I can do A?
Can I do what?
Can you give me just a little bit to finish so I can get A?
Yeah.
Like they would see somebody walk in and have a backpack or, look homeless, and she would stop and try and pick them up, or, so go,
Let's go.
but she would also go to the courthouse, try to, from what she said, it just, in my opinion, she's using the homeless for profit. That's all it is.
And they weren't allowed. I witnessed myself. It threw up a red flag to me, because I'm thinking a lot of people donate stuff for these people. And I witnessed her telling one of the ladies in the tent, she asked her, how did you get 2 sets of something she was eating with or eating on or something, and utensils or so all this stuff donated, like they couldn't have anything because they were told that it was for other people that come in after them. But they just loaded up stuff, donations after donations, and took to a warehouse. But they couldn't have, they just had that one storage trailer there that had, some stuff in it. But she's on her video on Facebook where she's standing there with this lady with her keys and her title to her camper. Yay, she's got a title camper. She's there for a month. Now she can get a job and go on with her life. But the one thing with this lady, one of the reasons that she was there, she was beat half to death. She was running for her life. And Deanna, knowing that this woman was running, from the man that had beaten her, that she went to get a restraining order against, she puts her out on Facebook in front of the world.
Yeah.
She is actually on there videoing her talking to this resident who escaped a guy beating her to death, that was beaten and bruised. As this woman is talking to Deanna on the phone, she's like, where are you? I will come and get you, and I will take you to court tomorrow to file papers or whatever. Telling the world on her Facebook page that this person, I'll come and get you. And then she puts her on getting in her camper. Anybody, and you're putting her life at risk. And then we later find out, okay, so moving on from that, she gets her title, her keys to her camper. And we think all is good. Until the next day, and the lady is upset. She's crying because she doesn't want to seem ungrateful, because she was living in a tent and she was hiding. She said, but I can't stay in that camper, because we found out that the campground owner only allows campers, newer campers, a certain year and at his campground, because he doesn't want to have his campground trashy. He was upset because there was such a stench in the trailer, because it had black mold in it. And when they put the slide out on the camper, the floor was rotted out in it.
Oh.
The hot water heater didn't work. The blinds were broken. This campground owner told us everything that was wrong, and he ended up calling Deanna and telling her that she could not live in that camper. They were going to have to get her a different camper. We didn't know this, because the last thing we saw on Facebook was that she had a camper with a title and keys. But then through connecting with our friend who was on the trip, we find out that it gets switched out, but she doesn't get the title and keys to this other camper. No title and keys, and she was told that they would have to get it and bring it to her. Then we find out, because she had been up, put her application in at the Dollar General. She had gotten a job, so she's living in a camper. She put on Facebook that she has a camper with title and keys. But from Deanna, we never heard otherwise. We never heard that she got a different camper. We just thought everything was good. And then a couple weeks or so go by, she still doesn't have a title and keys. I texted Deanna and I said, hey, Gary asked me to reach out to you guys because church mission board is having a meeting and we need to get the receipt, for the rock that we gave you part of the $800 for. We need to get a receipt so we can be accountable for the money that we took.
Yeah.
And I said also, our friend has been in contact with this lady that had been transitioned out into her camper. And we said, she hasn't gotten a job yet, so we're worried and we're wanting to try to move her because she's out in the middle of nowhere. So we need to get plates and insurance on her camper, but she doesn't have her title. Would you be able to help us get those? She calls me immediately and says, that is Anthony's camper. She said, Anthony, I'm waiting on Anthony for the title.
Okay.
The only one I've ever seen get a camper was Ryan. And
Jeez.
that was after they told Ryan him and the old lady had to leave. And I don't know, they just all of a sudden, oh, come up here, we're going to give you a camper and we're going to shoot a video.
Eric, you want to lay down and show them kind of what it looked like that day? I just want them to get an idea. Thank you, Eric, for showing the viewers that.
And many people's been asking me for the last few months, are they still people living in tents in North Carolina? The answer is yes.
Yes.
And they have, tell us how many people you got living here.
At the moment, we have 9, and number 10's fixing to come in.
But how many total people?
Total in the whole campground.
Yeah.
We have 51, and 19 of those are children.
19 children here. And, this is a campground, and they do have to pay for the spots. And we're going to talk about how that happens, and maybe y'all want to help sponsor them on their Amazon wish list for things that they need here. And they don't take cash. They don't have a GoFundMe or a PayPal or anything like that. They just take direct donations, and we'll talk about that more as we go.
She's always had a passion for people and love and, caring and helping and always going out of her way, whether we're riding down the road or, God just always brought people to us and to her, in the beginning, and it kind of was.
Sunday, when we were transitioning, God was still providing. When we transitioned from Bowling Springs to Rutherford County, the tent sites were paid. Sisters in Christ is a little bit more than Hope Village. Sisters in Christ has been around for a long time. 8 that I started ministry. It's when God called me to do what I'm doing, and I know that that's my purpose and calling, because within this past month 3 people with HIV has come to us for help.
Yeah.
And so that's the reason why it's very important to know your status, and me to be 100% honest with myself and what God's doing.
We had this old camper that was donated from Ray.
This whole setup was Ray
and
his family.
So
when I say setup, from the truck to the camper. Ray
right.
pulled in, come into the church, or come into the warehouse at God's shop from Maryland, him and 2 guys. And they stayed with us all day, and we didn't know them. And they worked with us and went out with us and prayed with us and laughed with us. And a month and a half later, I get a call from this family, Ray, Mr. Ray from Maryland, and he says, "Is this Deanna?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "We were hauling in a U-Haul truck back and forth up and down the mountain Swan and Noah Burnsville to here, mobile ministry." And Mr. Ray said, "Deanna, my family and I want to buy y'all a truck." And I was like, "Lord heavens, I need to sit down, Ray." I said, because,
we didn't have a truck. We were helping people without a
so
truck.
that truck's been this truck was given by God.
Right.
This truck was delivered on a rollback to Sisters in Christ and sat there You know, so they had traveled all around the world with their family, and Tom and Mikey, they go on finally getting this sheriff's. And it's God's movement. So we had that U-Haul, and the bill got to $3,000, and Sister Donna.
So you just ran the U-Haul to haul supplies.
Right,
Yeah,
to help people.
to help people, and we couldn't afford that because Ronnie and I, we didn't have that. And Donna had said that she would front that bill. And when Scotty called me from Green Hill Store and told me that that the bill was up to $3,000, I was like, oh wow.
Which is right below Lake Lore.
Yeah, in Chimney Rock there,
Yeah.
Green Hill. And so I had to call Sister Donna. I was like, Sister Donna, we can't use this U-Haul anymore because the U-Haul is getting too many miles and costs too much money.
We got to take it back.
I got to take it back today. And so so when I went out of the warehouse of God's shop, there was a man and his daughter had pulled up. And they get out and they start telling me everything about this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful motorhome. It might be ugly to y'all, but it's $1 million motorhome to me because it's heaven sent from God. But she keeps me and Ronnie warm. But that day, Mr. Tom had told me, he said, you can use this for the ministry or you can bless the family with it. So that day, I knew that the U-Haul was going back, and I had told Mr. Tom and Miss Mikey R. I had told them that I would do my best and make sure that this would go to the right person or family. So when the U-Haul had to be returned, I called Mr. Tom. And you know why? Because we need to watch the village.
Right.
We have to watch the village, and plus it's helped us deliver a lot of supplies.
I watched the video from John Ward, and I seen the Amazon wish list, and it was completely bought out. There was like 6 of those solar panels that you could charge your phones with and everything. She gave them only 1 of those for all of those hot tents. 1.
Just 1 for everyone?
1.
Oh, wow. I would.
And that Thomas guy, they kicked him out because apparently he was the one who shit in someone's yard or something. I don't know. But why she brought him there, I don't know. Because I was told by someone that the reason he just got out of jail was for sexual assault. And I told the women there about it because I felt like they should know.
Yes.
And I guess when one of them brought it up to Debbie, she was like, well, would you want your business put out there? Why would you allow him there with women there? Because I guess he went to a couple of the women like, oh, if I give you, I can't remember if she said a pack of cigarettes or $20 or whatever, can you get your friend to show me your boobs? But why would you allow someone in there with a bunch of women, even if they have a spouse or not? But they brought him there because 2 people that brought donations that they said that they saw his transformation from the first day he got there to between all the videos that John Ward posted, and that is why they chose to come there and donate items, because they saw that, but they just used him.
God. We don't gotta have a fancy car. That fancy car that I've heard all over Rutherford County that I got, it came from a dead husband. A dead husband. My dead ex-husband.